Namaste. I, Manas Sagriya, welcome you to our YouTube channel, The Jariya. And today, we will be discussing about veteran organic farmer Natabara Sarangi's views on the three farm bills or acts. The Modi government has passed three anti-farmer bills in the parliament recently, and the President of India has given its assent on these bills. They are now acts to be implemented in the whole of India. We can see large-scale protests and resistances against these draconian bills happening throughout the length and breadth of our country by peasants, farmers' organizations, farm activists, and opposition political parties. Even a central minister from Akali Dal resigned in protest against these bills or acts. We know the present government is powerful, having numbers with them. Anytime they bring a policy or an ordinance or act, they claim that its intention is to benefit people, and we have seen how the reverse has been true all the time. So, habitually they claimed that the new acts to be farmer friendly and that their income would be doubled by 2022. This is a lie. You can compare the series of lies they have been sharing with those the Germans witnessed in the notorious Nazi regime during Second World War. In fact, these farm laws would profit private companies, corporates in food businesses, and MNCs. They would get a free hand to plunder the farmers and ruin agriculture in India. A few so-called pundits support these bills and advocate in favor of the government. This may be happening because of intellectual bankruptcy and alienation from the farmers. If we go back to history, we shall be clear how these companies have exploited Indian farmers, caused hunger and famine, and ruined agroeconomy of our country. Companies engaged in Indian agriculture now would be officially allowed to trade in agriculture in the coming days, and they are just like companies of the past who had ruined Indian farmers. The only difference is that the bottle is new, though the wine is old. Let us first examine the contents of the bills, and then we shall go into the historical evidences and analyze the extent of danger we foresee in these bills or acts. First, the Essential Commodities or Amendment Bill 2020. By amending the Essential Commodities Act 1955, the new act makes essential commodities free for trade by companies or traders without any control by the government. How will farmers, even consumers, gain from it? If you have noticed it right, the day the bill was passed, wholesale consumer prices index soared. Vegetables sold at 50 to 300% more than previous day's price. Vegetable oil, dal, sold at 25 to 30% excess. Potato 50% and onion 300%. Now proponents of the bill will cheer, that's good, farmers gained. Sorry, farmers bleed. Middlemen and traders gained. No government on earth can free the farmers from middlemen. As per the present bill, government has no business to check the hoarding. The bill say government may intervene only during war and famine. Shall we wait for such eventuality to get fair price? And how far government machinery would be able once the bill has let them loose? Thus, we are now hearing lies and lies only. Second, the Farmers' Produce, Trade and Commerce, Promotion and Facilitation Bill 2020. The bill is designed to curtail the power and functioning of APMCs. Free trade of farmers' products between states require big grain corporations like Walmart, Cargill. Those were consistently pressuring Government of India for trade liberalization of agricultural products in India. Today, even though there is MSP and provision of mandis, a very big percentage of farmers are really selling their products to the middlemen. Because there are not enough mandis nor cooperatives to purchase agricultural products from the farmer. The Modi government promised to open 20,000 mandis in last budget, but there is no news about it. 60 to 70% of the farmers are selling to agents or middlemen. Sharecroppers are the worst sufferer. If union government is genuinely wanting to give better price to farmers, MSP need to be a right of the farmers, and every farmer, including sharecropper, should have guarantee to sell his or her products in mandis. Continuity of APMC Act, provision of mandis in each village, and empowerment of cooperatives or market yards are the need of the farmers. Instead, the Farmers' Bill provides in disguise to abolish APMCs, liquidate MSP, and cripple cooperatives. RBI has recently limited the power of the cooperatives and had taken control of cooperatives to empower central government to regulate activities of cooperatives. These steps are in fitness to appease big grain corporation to take over purchase of agricultural products and facilitate corporate monopoly of free trade in agriculture. Any agricultural product in all practical sense would need middlemen and agent of such intermediaries to purchase from farmers. World Trade Organization has been pressuring our government since 1991 to work out free trade agreement, to remove MSP, to abandon PDS, to stop subsidy to farmers, to close FCI. The present bill is in obedience to the dictates of WTO, World Bank, IFM and MNCs. Prime Minister's assurance for continuation of MSP and Mandi is in need of the companies to make arrangement and consolidate a network system to purchase that would take minimum 2 years. So, the continuation of present system is a must for transitional period. Farmers may be simple, but they are not fools to understand the evil design of Modi government. So in either of the systems, farmers are never to profit. Now, middlemen would profit, but tomorrow it would be the companies who would profit. Hence, Government of India lied to the farmers. Third, the Farmers' Empowerment and Protection Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services Bill or Act. The present bill, which was made a law, is a free pass to the companies for contract farming. Corporations, seed and agricultural chemicals giants, agricultural business companies are now given free hand to take over Indian agriculture that they were conspiring from the 1950s. The present bill will reduce farmers to slaves of these companies, and farmers would bleed. That it will double the farmers' income is a hype. The bill, if implemented, will throw millions and millions of small and marginal farmers out of their land. Sharecroppers would vanish. Brazil is a clear example of such eviction of small farmers. A few powerful farmers owned thousands and thousands acres of lands, and tenant farmers were the real cultivators. Landlords exploited the tenant farmers. The latter fought with the big landlords. After a lot of bloodshed, won the revolt, and land was distributed to the poor in a big proportion. In course of time, contract farming was introduced by subsequent governments with pressure from America. All the small landowners were again evicted from land that was consolidated and owned by companies. Now, millions of evicted farmers agitated on the street for employment. Their sons now earn their livelihood from playing state-sponsored football, and daughters engaged samba dance. This is the terrific outcome of contract farming in Brazil. Extensive and intensive use of technology shall substantially reduce labor need in farms. Hence, labor unemployment shall be skyrocketed, apart from spoiling soil, water, biodiversity and seed diversity at an alarming rate. Where did our honeybees go? Why pollination of plants is a world crisis now? Contract farming would use chemicals in huge quantity. Their only agenda is more production. This will lead to application of more poison. We are to eat more poison in our food. Failure of contract farming worldwide is something that should have been taken seriously. Brazil, Argentina, Peru, Iran, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Tasmania, Ghana, Philippines offer good testimony to the contract farming theory. Now, India is inviting the catastrophe to reach its soil. With intensified cultivation and plantation of horticultural crops, area under food crops shall exponentially decline and yield food crisis and hunger. FAO speaks 3/4 of world food requirement is produced till today by small and marginal farmers and sharecroppers only. Contract farming would kill them and India would starve. Don't think it's an exaggeration. Examples are many in India during the rule of East India Company, a big corporation. Desertification is a must. Our honorable proponents of farm bills must have tried to gather knowledge about the present world scenario, how man-made deserts are spreading world over. America's Dust Bowl is only one such example. Truths are there, but if you wish to ignore them and manufacture in its place illusions, the truth will certainly come out. But then it will be too late for us. I request the self-styled advocates of anti-farmer farm bills or acts to study hard facts already available in a public domain. The easiest task to dismiss truth is to brand them with different political ideologies. The truth has no color. Reality can't be suppressed forever. Should not they study first information on the state of world agriculture today and the role of agri-MNCs like Monsanto in it? We should not think of what benefit we shall get individually by advocating for the government whose intention does not seem to be right. And now some answer to agricultural distress. First, I would rather suggest that a self-reliant agriculture, as advised by Gandhiji, is the most appropriate solution to the farmers' problem in India that can guarantee sustainable livelihood to the crores of Indian farmers and farm laborers. Second, Amul or NDDB model of cooperatives, if paid attention to by Government of India, could bring right price for the agriculture products intended to be procured small and marginal farmers. Success of NDDB or Anand model has never been questioned. Government should have taken NDDB to confidence to effectively address issues relating to small and marginal farmers. Third, revival of bullock plough is the only viable measure to address huge rural employment problem and to foster agricultural income of the farming community. Fourth, natural farming is the urgent need of today to restore soil health and soil biodiversity. Fifth, only natural farming can provide poison-free food to the consumers that consumers, especially urban consumers, are looking for. Sixth, intensify millet cultivation by helping tribal, Dalit and landless peasantry. The second part of our views on historical evidence of loots and plunder of Indian farmers by corporation will follow. Thank you for watching our channel, The Jariya. Juhar.